But now, by dying to what once bound us, we have been released from the law, so that we serve in the new way of the Spirit, and not in the old way of the written code.
What is that supposed to mean?
Oh, Micah, neighbor, it's good to see you back.
Pastor,
neighbor,
it's good to see you too. I'll wave from over here.
That's right. Hey, what are you reading?
Romans 7.
Oh, fun stuff. It's really, it really gets tense in here, doesn't it?
Yeah, I've kind of been watching the videos that you guys have been doing, and thought, I saw a lot of things getting flipped around, and
Well, yeah, the flip around words. And last week we had that idea that we were slaves to sin,
yeah.
but now we're slaves or servants to God. I think Paul in Romans 7 is really playing with that theme. What does it mean to be a slave to sin? He's still going backwards on that. Let me turn this around just a little bit.
Yeah, kind of going in new ways.
Yeah,
that's what we just
slave to
finished
sin,
reading.
so that I can become a servant. So, and I was dying, but now I'm living. But here he's talking about dying, isn't he?
Yeah. Do you want to join us while we keep
Sure.
reading? I'm
Sure.
trying to wrap my head around all this.
Let's start, about verse 7?
Yeah, that's where we were.
Okay.
Let's see.
Well, what should we say then? Is the law sinful? Certainly not. Nevertheless, I would not have known what sin was had it not been for the law. For I would not have known what coveting really was if the law had said, "You shall not covet."
But sin, seizing the opportunity afforded by the commandment, produced in me every kind of covetous desire. For apart from law, sin is dead. Once I was alive apart from law, but when the commandment came, sin sprang to life, and I died.
That really makes it interesting, doesn't it? It sounds like the law comes and it makes sin go even further. It gives it a bigger playing field.
So
What about verse 10? I think?
So I found that the very commandment that was intended to bring life actually brought death. For sin, seizing the opportunity afforded to me by the commandment, deceived me, and through the commandment put me to death. So then the commandment is holy, and so the law is holy, and the commandment is holy, righteous, and good.
Yeah, especially since it may put you to death.
That's really confusing.
It is, isn't it?
I just kind of...
I got news for you. It's going to get even more confusing. But the law just keeps us focusing on what we've done wrong.
It's kind of makes me feel like I'm just trapped and dead in a cave, a sinner for the rest of my life. Dead?
Yeah. The law, what else does
It
it do?
reminds me that I'm a sinner. I'm always a sinner.
You are always a sinner. You are trapped. You are trapped.
And that's the word of the day.
Look at that. You got
Sinner.
Okay. Sinner.
Sinner.
Turn it around, what does it say?
Sinner. Hold on.
I think you're trapped, Micah.
You know, when I said that, I was joking, but actually, this is a joke, right?
You know,
Sinner?
no, it's not a joke, because look how Paul continues on. Let's go on in the next section here. He just says, we are trapped as sinners. But I'll start, and we can read a couple of verses. Okay, we know the law is spiritual, but I am unspiritual. I'm a slave to sin.
I do not understand what I do. For what I want to do, I do not do. But I hate what I do. And if I do what I do not want to do, then I agree that the law is good.
As it is no longer I myself who do it, but it is sin living in me. I know that nothing good lives in me, that is, in my sinful nature. For I have the desire to do what is good, but I cannot carry it out.
Because I don't do the good that I want to do, but the evil I do not want to do, that I keep on doing. Now, if I do what I do not want to do, it's no longer I who do it. But it's sin living inside me that does it.
So I find this law at work. When I want to do good, evil is right there with me.
Yes, it is.
For in my innermost being, I delight in God's law. But I see another law at work in the members of my body, waging war against the law of my mind and making me a prisoner of the law of sin at work within my members.
And you know what? Maybe we could understand this more if we played some roles.
Okay.
Why don't you be just Micah with a good conscience, oh sinner that you are, sitting
Oh,
right
sinner that I
there in front of the
Alright.
in front of the camera.
All right.
And Kate, I'll tell you what, I am going to play the role of sin,
Alright.
tapping on Micah's shoulder.
All right.
Not the law.
You'll be the law, okay? And at first it looks like we're going to be operating against each other.
So you're the devil on my shoulder, and you're the angel. Obviously.
Obviously.
Okay.
Well-
I think I got it. I think I got this.
You know, Micah, I know that there was an experience you just had where you were out camping, and while you were camping in your little tent, you had this great big, nice, warm trailer pull in nearby.
Oh.
And you were thinking on a cold night, oh, I wish, tell me what you wish.
I mean,
Oh, be honest,
Oh.
be honest.
okay, fine. Maybe like some weird part of me, like deep down, was like, who knows? Maybe they don't. Maybe they're not even nice people, like playing their loud music and stuff. Maybe I should have it. Like,
Oh, good. That's nice.
just
That's
like
nice.
Don't do that.
steal it? No, no, you're right. The law tells us no, I should not steal it. But like,
Well, who's talking about stealing it?
you're right.
Just keep looking.
I just kind of want it.
I want to
It
thank the
seems-
law for helping you keep looking at it.
But
Don't
look,
steal it.
I'm not gonna steal it. So that means, wait a minute. It still
Yeah.
says sinner. Law. I didn't do it. I guess I just kind of.
good. It's doing a righteous thing.
But-
and it's pointing out
you
are obsessed with this trailer.
I know. I'm not gonna steal. I just kind of want it. Covet.
Oh, I want you to just get out of this trap, right?
Covet. But I can't help wanting it. Like I don't want to want it.
Oh, I
It's
know.
like
Because you
I'm not. I
really-
don't want to do the thing that I'm doing.
You really belong to me.
This really kind of stinks. I feel pretty wretched. Who? I don't know. I don't know how to get out of this. Like, who's gonna save me?
You know what? That's where Paul gets in the next line. He says, "What a wretched man I am. Who's going to rescue me from this body to sin and death?"
Sinner. What? That makes sense. Jesus! Oh,
You can't do it on
So-
your own. You're trapped in sin. You can't do it on your own.
thanks be to God through Jesus Christ our Lord. So then, I find in my mind that I am a slave to God's law. But in the sinful nature, I'm a slave to the law of sin. So
You're trapped to both.
I'm trapped to both. So
You can't free yourself, can you, Micah?
I can't.
You know what? There's only one thing that can help you. But you're going to have to wait till next week to hear how the Spirit frees you from being a sinner to being, turn our word upside down.
I was there the whole time.
It was there.
So
You are.
I'm a saint and a sinner?
We're going to hear more about that. You are all of those combined.
That sounds pretty cool.
I wonder if people on the screen can see the saint there.
I thought I was just a sinner.
Yeah.
But not because of the stuff that I do, but because of what Jesus did and does.
That's where the grace comes in, right?
That's
I'm a
where the grace
saint.
comes in.
I'm a
That's
saint
right.
that's like got a call to
You know
do
what?
some stuff.
I think we're just going to have to see if we can talk about more on that Next week, neighbor.
I think so.
See you later, neighbor.
See you later.
Bye, neighbor.